The ubiquitous dandelion, a closer look at Taraxacum. As a lifelong admirer of the natural world, I, Ferb Vu, have always been fascinated by the resilience and adaptability of the common dandelion. This seemingly simple plant, often dismissed as a weed, belongs to the genus Taraxacum, a fascinating group with a complex taxonomy and a wealth of interesting characteristics. Join me as we delve deeper into the world of Taraxacum, exploring its diversity, biology, and cultural significance. The genus Taraxacum is a member of the Asteraceae family, a large and diverse group that includes sunflowers, daisies, and asters. While most people associate the name dandelion with the common lawn weed, Taraxacum officinale, the genus actually encompasses a wide variety of species. In fact, there are estimated to be over 2,000 microspecies of Taraxacum worldwide, many of which are apomictic, meaning they reproduce asexually, leading to a high degree of localized variation. What is dandelion root good for? I find dandelion root is great for helping with digestion and gives me a natural energy boost, making it my go-to after meals. What is dandelion tea good for? Whenever I feel bloated or sluggish, dandelion tea is my remedy, as it feels like it detoxifies my system gently and naturally. How to make dandelion wine? Making dandelion wine has become a fun tradition for me, blending the flowers with sugar and yeast to create a surprisingly delightful homemade drink. How to cook dandelion greens? Cooking dandelion greens is a favorite springtime activity of mine. I love sautéing them with garlic and olive oil for a nutritious side dish. Is a dandelion a flower? To me, a dandelion is more than just a flower. It's a symbol of resilience and beauty, brightening up even the most unassuming patches of grass. How to eat dandelion? Eating dandelion feels like a connection to nature. I usually add the young leaves to my salads for a slightly bitter, earthy flavor. What does a dandelion look like? A dandelion, with its bright yellow petals and fluffy seed head, looks like a little sun on the ground, always making me smile when I see it. Is a dandelion a weed? In my garden, dandelions may be considered weeds, but I see them as wildflowers with a purpose, offering both beauty and utility. Does dandelion tea have caffeine? Dandelion tea is a staple in my evening routine, especially since it's naturally caffeine-free and helps me wind down after a long day. Does dandelion tea have caffeine? Dandelion tea is a staple in my evening routine, especially since it's naturally caffeine-free and helps me wind down after a long day. How to make dandelion jelly? Making dandelion jelly is a delightful project. I love the sweet, floral spread it produces, perfect for toast and pastries. What does a dandelion represent? To me, a dandelion represents hope and dreams, as I remember blowing the seed heads and making wishes as a child. How to make a dandelion crown? Creating a dandelion crown brings out my inner child. It's a whimsical and joyful craft that connects me to nature. How to make dandelion honey? Dandelion honey, with its distinct, rich flavor, is a treat I make by infusing honey with the flowers, adding a floral note to my teas and toast. How to harvest dandelion? Harvesting dandelion is a peaceful activity. I pick the leaves, flowers, and roots with care, knowing they'll be put to good use in my kitchen and medicine cabinet. Can guinea pigs eat dandelion? Seeing how much my guinea pigs love nibbling on dandelions, I feel great giving them a natural, nutritious treat straight from my garden. Is dandelion tea safe during pregnancy? I enjoy dandelion tea during pregnancy, feeling comforted by its mild taste and the gentle support it offers my digestion. What does a dandelion tattoo mean? A dandelion tattoo, to me, symbolizes resilience and the fleeting nature of life, reminding me to cherish every moment. Can you freeze dandelion flowers? I've found that freezing dandelion flowers allows me to enjoy their benefits year-round, whether for teas or other homemade remedies. Does dandelion tea make you sleepy? When I drink dandelion tea at night, it feels like it helps me relax and prepare for sleep, though it doesn't make me drowsy directly. Can cats eat dandelion? My cats occasionally chew on dandelion leaves, and I feel relieved knowing they're safe and even beneficial in small amounts. Dandelion versus cat's ear. I've often mistaken cat's ear for dandelion in my garden, but cat's ear's flowers seem a bit less vibrant and more subtle in comparison. Its leaves are also somewhat less deeply lobed. Dandelion versus milk thistle. Milk thistle's spiky, almost regal appearance makes it stand out from dandelion's simpler look. And while both have medicinal properties, I find milk thistles taste to be a bit more bitter and less pleasant. Dandelion versus wild lettuce. Wild lettuce has a more elongated and spiky leaf compared to dandelion's rounded, familiar shape. While wild lettuce has a similar bitter taste, I prefer dandelion's milder flavor in salads. Dandelion versus daffodil. I love daffodils for their bright, cheerful blooms in early spring, but they're not edible like dandelions, which I can use in a variety of dishes and teas. Dandelion versus orchid. Orchids bring an exotic flair to my home with their stunning, varied flowers, but I can't use them like dandelions, which are not only beautiful, but also useful for making teas and salads. Dandelion versus milkweed. Milkweed's tall, robust presence is quite different from the low-growing dandelion. I appreciate milkweed for attracting monarch butterflies, but dandelions are far more versatile in the kitchen. Dandelion versus daisy. Daisies are charming and delicate, but they don't offer the culinary or medicinal benefits of dandelions, which I find much more useful for their nutritious leaves and flowers. Dandelion versus hawksbeard. Hawksbeard can be a bit of a nuisance in my garden with its tendency to spread, unlike dandelion, which I actually like for its functionality and ease of use in various recipes. Dandelion versus jaskier. Jaskier is a beautiful, though less common, flower that I enjoy for its unique appearance, but it doesn't offer the practical uses that dandelions do in teas and salads. Dandelion versus marigold. Marigolds are lovely for adding color to my garden, but they don't match the usefulness of dandelions, which I regularly harvest for their leaves and roots. Dandelion versus sunflower. Sunflowers are spectacular in size and presence, but dandelion's practical uses in cooking and medicine make them more valuable to me in daily life. Dandelion versus arugula. I love arugula for its peppery taste in salads, but it's more of a specialty green compared to the versatile dandelion, which I find myself using in a broader range of dishes. Dandelion versus blackstar. Blackstar, with its distinct dark flowers, is more ornamental than dandelion. While blackstar adds aesthetic value to my garden, dandelions are far more useful for my culinary experiments. Dandelion versus calendula. Calendula's vibrant orange flowers are beautiful and have their own medicinal benefits, but I still prefer dandelion for its more versatile uses in cooking and herbal remedies. Dandelion versus chamomile. Chamomile has a soothing, calming effect that's perfect for tea, but dandelion's robust leaves and roots make it a more versatile addition to my pantry. Dandelion versus chicory. Chicory's slightly bitter taste is reminiscent of dandelion, but I find dandelion's flavor to be a bit more mellow and suitable for everyday dishes. Dandelion versus chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemums bring an elegant touch to my garden, but their lack of culinary or medicinal use makes me rely more on dandelions for practical purposes. Dandelion versus coltsfoot. Coltsfoot has a unique, almost prehistoric look, but dandelions are easier to use and more familiar in my kitchen, where they've become a staple ingredient. Dandelion versus flatweed. Flatweed can sometimes be mistaken for dandelion, but I find its flavor to be more bland and less interesting than the distinct taste of dandelion leaves. Dandelion versus hawkweed. Hawkweed has a more rugged appearance and can be a bit invasive, while dandelion's bright yellow flowers and usefulness make it a favorite of mine. Dandelion versus kale. Kale is great for its health benefits and taste in smoothies, but I often find myself reaching for dandelion for its versatility in salads and teas. Dandelion versus spinach. Spinach is a staple in my kitchen for its mild flavor and nutritional value, but dandelion offers a more robust taste and different nutrients that I enjoy incorporating into my meals. Dandelion versus weed. While I often consider dandelions a welcome addition to my garden for their utility, many weeds can be invasive and less beneficial, making dandelions seem like a friendlier alternative. Biological marvels. Dandelions are truly remarkable plants. Their ability to thrive in a variety of habitats, from lawns and meadows to roadsides and wastelands, speaks to their resilience. This adaptability is due in part to their deep taproots, which can access water and nutrients deep within the soil. The dandelion's life cycle is another fascinating aspect of its biology. Each plant produces a single flower head, which is actually a composite of many tiny florets. After pollination, the flower head matures into a seed head, commonly known as a clock. Each seed is attached to a parachute-like structure called a pappus, which allows it to be dispersed by the wind over long distances. Cultural significance. Dandelions have played a role in human cultures for centuries. In traditional medicine, various parts of the plant have been used to treat ailments ranging from digestive issues to skin conditions. The leaves are a good source of vitamins A and C and can be eaten in salads or cooked as greens. The roots can be roasted and ground to make a coffee substitute. Beyond their practical uses, dandelions also hold symbolic meaning. The plant's bright yellow flowers are often associated with joy, happiness, and childhood. The seed head, with its delicate parachutes, symbolizes hope, wishes, and the passage of time. A personal reflection. For me, the dandelion represents the beauty of the ordinary. It is a plant that is often overlooked, yet it possesses a remarkable resilience and a quiet beauty. Its ability to thrive in even the most challenging environments is a testament to the power of adaptation. As I continue to explore the natural world, I will always hold a special appreciation for the humble dandelion, a plant that teaches us to find beauty in unexpected places and to appreciate the simple things in life.